talk about the new business frontier, and as organizations are really being pushed to higher levels of automation, greater agility and change, how does a great place to work really focus on humanizing businesses, especially healthcare? How do we bring the humanness back to healthcare?
Well, it's through leadership. It's absolutely through people leadership. So you just described how it feels and how it can feel. In the toughest of situations, there are some people who have stayed in healthcare. They have not been a part of the Great Resignation. These are people there are people who have left who are very committed. It's just the circumstances were so terrible for them. They just couldn't keep going as a human being based on what they were experiencing. But some professionals were in a situation that luckily, fortunately for them, and it's probably a combination of their commitment to the work, to their colleagues, and something about leadership that has made people hopeful that things, will get better. And there is no industry like healthcare in terms of what happened in the COVID experience and what is still happening. Healthcare is separate and apart from all industries that we work with. But the humanization comes from a series of things. People want to know that their people leader cares for them as a person, not just an employee. That's number one. And so at a place that's the best workplace in healthcare, and we have them, 8 out of 10 people say, my people leader cares for me as an employee. That means they care about their life outside of work. And this person employees really, really appreciate that. And that people feel like their people leader involves them in decisions that affect their work. They feel like their people leader does a good job of assigning and coordinating people and tasks around the work. They feel like their people leader is competent. This is really, really important. It's hard to respect a people leader if you don't feel like they're competent in terms of the work. People like working for a leader who is approachable and easy to talk to. People like working for a leader who doesn't micromanage them and tell them how to do something, but instead it distills trust and that a people leader who, when you hire a person, you trust them right when you hire them. If you don't trust them, don't hire them. It's a mindset of, this person's going to have to earn my trust, or I'm going to extend trust, and maybe that can erode or not. And then people like working for a people leader that if they make a mistake, they don't feel like it's going to derail their career, that there's enough room to make an honest mistake. Now, no one likes mistakes, but they do happen occasionally in terms of judgment or something else, especially when somebody's learning. And does the people leader take that as an opportunity to teach them how to get better? So I just outlined 6 things that are usually the most important things when a person is deciding, hey, I can exhale, and this is a good environment for me. There may be a lot of things that aren't perfect. The commute's not perfect. The pay's not perfect. I don't understand how to get promoted. But if I'm getting those 6 things, I have faith that some of those things will work out for me. If I'm not getting them, then there's not much faith. And then we ask a question, do you want to work here for a long time? And that's a very powerful question. And people will either say, almost always I feel that way, or always I feel that way, or I don't feel that way. So I just described the difference between kind of a great workplace, period, and certainly a great workplace in healthcare. And it's easy to see the flip side of it, where it's just simply not so great. So for people leaders, you make a huge difference. You make a huge difference. Talking to somebody about their commute, talking to somebody about their family, talking to somebody about their pets, talking to somebody about their elder parents. These things make all the difference in the world. If people are working under tremendous pressure, which is everyone, certainly in patient care delivery and healthcare, and they feel like nobody cares about them, what is there to hang on to, really?